Welcome, good morning. We are watching the Central B versus Northern B game at the Under-18 Interzone Championships. For those that have been paying attention, a little bit of a hiccup. This game was meant to be played last night, but instead, lovely early morning for these guys to play their round-robin game against each other. It's just a minute, just over a little minute's gone past in the game now. And we can see that Northern B, in the white caps, white sticks, and Central black sticks. So they're just outside of the screen. So a lovely little attack there by Northern B. They've got the puck driving it in. Some lovely laybacks, but Central have just managed to intercept that, driving it to the corner and the wall. Big drive up. It was a lovely play by that Central player, looking to drive it up. But we can see that back line from Northern B, quite a line of people to get through. But Central's continuing to attack. Lovely drive down the centre. Just pushed off the side, and Auckland looking to counter-attack here. He did have a supporting player at the other side, but he's coming closer to us. Just unfortunately into a little bit of a blind spot, but he does have support players coming through. And we'll see if they make a break. We can see some nice rotation going in. And those Central players, you can see one hanging out wide just in case that they bring their off on the wall like this, ready to come in early and force a stoppage. Lovely support there. That's a bit of a messy puck play. Onto the back wall, drive in. You can see that player driving it in, but unsuccessfully. And what a big swim out to the other side. Central's looking to clear it, but it's been driven back in. And we have a ref's call. So it'll be interesting to see. Did that puck just slip in the corner? No, it didn't. We've got a no goal being signalled. And Northern B is being pushed back. So Central B will have an opportunity here to get that puck away from their goal bin and start a counter-attack move here, which they will be very relieved about. Just taking time, the ref's putting the puck in the right place. Moved over to this side. And this one, on the other camera, we can see the Northern B team setting up to defend this, looking to stop. While Central go down nice and early. But there is a lot of Northern players that they need to get through. We can see our Northern team captain, Ivan, at the there. It might be goalie for their team. Need to stop that play. If your goalie and captain are right there in that back line, obviously strong play, so that'll make some hard work for Central to cut through that defensive line, get a goal. But right now, Northern have been on the attack, but they just aren't able to break through and finish it off. So let's see if they can make me eat my words, but not at the moment. Again, just pushing that puck out into the corner. I think Central will need to get a few more numbers on the bottom and link this up. This is just one player at a time, clearing it out to the corner. But if they want to get it out of this corner and stop this attack, they're going to need to go down together to drive it out. It's not just enough to stop that initial swim. They've got to break it out and then make their own attack. Straight out into the centre of the pool. And what a swim. Unfortunately, we have had a foul. So Auckland trying to bring it out into the open, into the goal bin. And Central just managed to stop that and look to attack, but unfortunately it was a foul. I didn't quite catch what the foul was, but it is against Central, so they will be pushed back in front of their goal bin, and Auckland will have an opportunity to attack. Let's see if they can score a goal and finish it off. Straight through the middle, lots of people down, bodies just coming out to the side. Lovely layback by Northern, lovely turn and pull back in. You can see that they're quite calm. They're happy to just keep hold of that possession, swim along, try again and again. So no rush, panic to score it that first time. They're happy to just keep the numbers coming in, lane it back. I think it was back to the number 10, which is really nice. But again, looks like Northern just have they've got the supporting players behind them, but they need that second player in with them be able to finish it off. So we can have a bit of a 2 or 3 on 1 to put it into the goal bin. Lovely out. We can see those northern players were sitting waiting, but Central have managed to stop it. Looking to push off, but we've had another ref's call gloving against the Central B team. So the Central team just advancing the puck with their glove rather than their stick. So there'll be pushback, and Northern will have another opportunity on that goal bin. And Central have picked that up. A lovely intercept. And look at this break. He's going, but the Northern player is on him, and his supporting players popped up. So Northern have managed to get that puck back and are making an attack. Now, that was an awesome intercept and drive by that Central player. Unfortunately, his teammates were just that little bit slow. They were there and originally took a breath, and sometimes that's what's happened with a sport that's played underwater. But that will be making Northern a little bit nervous. If they give them a little bit of a space, Central are going to take it, and the attack is on. We've just had another ref's call. You can see our lovely refs in the pool resetting up, and that looks like that was against Central. So Central have had quite a few calls against them, so they will need to look out. They don't want to have somebody put in the sin bin and be playing with 5 people in the pool rather than 6. So they might just need to clean up their play a little bit. And we can see another little counter-attack here just down that wall. They've got those supporting players rotating in. And a lovely break there. And pass out to their centre player looking to come off that wall. And they're still going. Brilliant. But Northern have just managed to clear it and bring it around. But we've had another ref's call, so this could be against Northern. Yep, the stick infringement by Northern. So just in that tackle that they look to take to clear it out wide, they've just managed to catch that player's arm instead of the puck. So Northern will be pushed back, and Central will have a good opportunity here to attack. Very close to the Northern goal bin. So let's see if they can do what Northern haven't managed to do so far, is score a goal while we're in that attacking third. You can see a nice setup here. Their centre's taking it. That goalie is watching. And out to their wide player who's driving up and in. Looks like Northern's just managed to clear it out to the side. Trying to gain that possession. But Northern has managed to clear it out to their corner. So let's see if Central can get the players. Oh, lovely pull off the wall, driving it across. The supporting players are there. Oh, can he get it in? Oh, that goalie, I think that was number 7, the captain, just coming down and stopping it. But they're right on the corner of the goal bin. Going to see if we can get some muscle to put it in. It's popped out, and that Central has put it in the goal bin. Let's see if it counted. That is a goal being signalled, and we'll just see if we can see. And that was by number 2, Matthew Beauchamp. Nice work, Matthew. I get to play at clubs with Matthew, so I can tell you he is a little speeder, tenacious little kid there. Under 18 young adult. So awesome work getting that puck in the goal bin. The Central will be pretty happy after that, but Northern won't be, so they'll be coming out strong, and we can see nice strong strike by Northern, driving it up the side. Those 2-3 players behind. That support is really great and going to help them go. And the Central coming down, trying to put the numbers between the goal bin and those attacking players. So they've managed to get Auckland right on the back wall, but now it's going to be a bit of a strength of play, bringing it out. I think it might have been Riley clearing that out to the wall. That was looking nice, and we've got it on the side wall. 1v1, everyone else is taking a breath. Now we can see those Northern players down and ready, looking to come out wide. But again, that Central player looking to hit them, so they've had to drive back into the corner. So that was great work, I think, by the open forward, by Central just stopping that attack. He could see those players looking to bring it across and just managed to shut that down. So they were forced to go down the wall. Looks like the puck has gone out, so it's a equal puck. And we will have a reset here. So this is when both teams get to go at the same time. They start on the surface, buzzer goes, they go down. So it is a speed test of who can get there earlier, a little bit of strategy of what you're going to do. And looks like Central have managed to push it back into this corner. Central have done a great job of stopping that Northern attack. But he's just managed to slip through those players. But again, just stopped it, and they've got that. I can't quite see who that is. I think it could be Riley, just in that kind of, centre position. So he's doing a great job of tracking the opposition, the Northern team, as they're trying to come off and shutting down that option. So instead of being able to continue going wide, they're having to cut back into the wall and giving Central control and just shutting it through. But now they've made a break. Northern are fighting. I was going to say, I thought that went in. Ref's buzz a little bit slow to go. So let's see. They have awarded a goal, so that is a great comeback by Northern. They've had a lot of effort into attack, so it's nice to see that finished off. And we're just trying to see the number of who scored. And it was number 3, Campbell McAllison. So that's the centre. Is a strong player. You can see that he's played for Glendowie at Schools Nationals this year, who won first place in the senior open grade. So they will just be regrouping and getting ready to go. So it is now 1-1 with just under 3 minutes to go in the first half. So we will have both teams coming out. We can see that they've both proven that they can score a goal. So let's see who can score more. Northern have probably had a bit more of the attacking play, possession of that puck, and it's probably been in the defensive half for Central for more of the game, but they've only just managed to score that goal, so they weren't able to capitalise and score goals earlier, just couldn't break through the Central defence. So it will be interesting to see now that they've put that goal in the bin. They know they can score if they come out quickly and score again. So game will be restarting back in just a few seconds with a strike. Nice and strong going out. It's a pretty even strike, but Central just managed to break through, but now Northern have got it. They've got those supporting players, and a lovely swim wide by Central. They're going wide, laying it back, but there's a lovely Northern forward coming in for a back tackle. As a defensive player myself, I do enjoy when my forward comes into back tackle and helps me out. And it's pretty even here. Central are looking to come through, and that was a nice little break by the Northern player. I think it was Sam Drucker. It was a little bit far away for me to see, so I'm not 100% sure. Whoever it was, lovely play. And look at that drive, just coming in fast, pushing it through. He has the supporting players there, but Central is fighting. I think that's Riley again. He's doing some great work in the centre. Little gap, people have gone up, but Northern are just in control. They're having those supporting players. The Northern players definitely seem to be more beside and back. They're doing a bit more of a lay-back game rather than big bombs up to their forwards, looking to find them. That is 1v2, so Northern will want to get a few more players down, but they've gone up. Can he put it in? Oh, that would have been some superb defence there by Central, but just managed to pop it over a stick. You can see the ref signalling a goal. Oh, and now Rob's going to block our wing, so we'll just wait to see who scored. And I'm going to say that was number 6. Talk to the chief referee with the light behind her. It's quite hard to see what she's signalling. But we'll try and get that go. So again, it was a lovely quick goal by Northern B. It looks like they've woken up this morning, coming out strong and finishing off. So another strike with just under a minute to go, 45 seconds. Both these teams can score in this time, so we'll see if another goal gets on the the board, or if they're just going lovely layback. The central player, and it's just driven onto the wall. Number 4. And a bit of a go there. And we've got another ref's call, and that is gloving against Central. So Northern A will have an opportunity to go here. So in our, Northern B. Northern B team, we've got Ed in cap number 2. Cap number 3 is Campbell. 4, Sam. 5, Daniel. 6, Fraser. That's the vice captain. Ivan is 7, the captain. 8, Joshua. 9, Luke. 10, Daniel Dabowski. Number 5 was Daniel Bickerdike. 11, 12, James. 3, Luke. And 13, Luca. And they're coached by Logan Stevenson and Ryan. All right, we're in half time. Nice slow finish, and we will come back to you in just over 2.5 minutes for the second half.
Have you got one in the commentary? No, there's one that's apparently not waterproof and might be in the water. That's exactly what it is. In the water, it's pulled out. Stacked that hole. And then it goes up.
All right, we are back for the second half. Big strike. Northern B just managed to get that second goal on the board to take the lead. Just with a minute to go in the second half, so it's currently 2-1 to Northern B versus Central B. So we can see Northern B are in white and they are ready to go. They're pushing back on Central B with the yellow togs and black sticks. So up in that defensive corner. So just before the end of the first half, we've read out the Northern B team. So our Central B team is playing, we've got Matthew in cap number 2, Harvey, cap number 3, number 4, Campbell, number 5, Zane, captain, James, number 6, Aidan, number 7, Parker, number 8, Hugh, number 9, Heath, number 10, Riley, number 12, and Conrad, 13, and they are coached by James Davies and Fergus Bewley. So great attack here. Big swim. He does have the player on him. Oh, that is a great work by the Central player. Chased him, managed to get his stick on the puck, but didn't quite stop it going in. So we have a goal. for Northern B. A lovely big swim that was scored by Northern B player Daniel Dbowski, number 10. So brilliant work there. Daniel was recently in one of the New Zealand under-19 development teams that competed at the Trans-Tasman tournament earlier this year. So I'm sure he did plenty of swims and work like that there. Ready to get those goals. And now we're kicking off with another strike. So that's a really good start by Northern. At the start of this game, they were doing some really good attack, but weren't quite able to finish off the goals. So it's nice to see that they've managed to put those ones in. But Central is doing a lovely counter-attack. This player has just basically swum through the most of the Northern team, pushing it right back, and we're in the 3-metre circle, and it's gone right onto the lip of the bin. Now the puck has gone in the bin, but there was an advantage being played, so we'll just no goal. There is a stick infringement against Central, so they will be disappointed. They will be pushed back, and Northern will have an opportunity to clear this puck away from their goal bin and go on and attack themselves. I didn't catch which Central player that was in all of the bodies on the screen, but what an amazing drive straight off the strike, driving through those supporting players and then right onto that lip of that goal bin. So if Central can do that again, that is scary. And lovely break up the centre. That could be Aiden. Doing a big swim up there. So I believe Central captain is out of the pool this morning after an unfortunate incident of not feeling well yesterday. So I think we actually have Aiden as captain and Riley as vice captain for this game from the Central team. And a lovely big swim here. But there is some great defence from Central. But they've all this one's come down, just managed to stop in the last second. That Northern player saw an open goal and got excited, and that Central player just managed to pop down and stop it. They're trying to bring it round and make that attack. Again, driving it through the middle. They've got the supporting players. Central will want to get a few more people down. He's looking to break out. What a big swim. That number Campbell Burden doing a lovely save, getting that puck and swimming it out to safety. Looking to make a break there, but they've just made a ref's call. Free arm against Central. So Central just whipped somebody out of the way with their arms, so they're being pushed back, and Northern will have an opportunity to attack here. So that was some great defence by Central. Just those players managing to just stop that attack and clear it out wide. And then we saw a lovely little counter, but unfortunately, a little foul. There's, I think, our vice captain Riley pushing it all out to the corner and holding it there, looking for that counter attack. His teammates. I think it might have been Hugh coming in. Some nice attack. We can just see those Central players rotating, slowly driving it up the wall. Well, we can't see it right now because we are in the blind spot, but we can see some lovely rotation. Northern have got the puck back. They look to come off and they've managed to pull it back. You can see that open player from Northern coming in. Wasn't able to get there quite in time, so it's back in this corner. And those just players rotating in. You can see that. The number 13 for Luca for the Northern team, just sitting out on the edge waiting for that puck to pop out to him so he can put it in. We've had another ref's call, and that's against so Harvey stick infringing there. They've been pushed back into the goal bin, and we will have another bit of a pause here. So Northern B have called a team timeout, so the coach will be wanting to have a chat with them, give them a moment to take a breath. You can see some players there swimming away, so they'll be subbing out and getting some fresh players in. They are right in attack here, so they're going to get an opportunity to take this advantage right on the goal bin. So they will want to make sure that they can finish this goal off with some fresh players. The teams can call a timeout, 1 minute timeout. Each team can call one once a half. And teams can be pretty strategic about when they call them. So it could be when the coach or the captain can call it. It can be either when their players are going, getting a bit tired, under pressure, getting a bit frazzled, or just maybe they want to talk to them, give them a bit of a pep talk or some set plays to do. So here we go. We're restarting with Northern getting the opportunity to attack the central goal bin. But Central have just cleared it out to that corner. So that was a lovely play by Central, just knocking down that flick and pulling it back. You can see it was Parker, the central forward, but there was just looking for that back tackle, shutting it down, trying to stop that Northern player swim off. They had just managed to cut round. Lovely work by Ivan, the Northern captain, looking for those gaps, swimming it on the angle on that 45, cutting up. There's a lot of bodies on the pool, but lovely work. I think it was Riley clearing it out to his player, out to Harvey, and straight back to the wall, fighting to keep it there. Lovely swim. I'm sure it's that 5 or 6, Daniel or Fraser from the Northern team on that 45 swim, but just been locked and knocked down and pushed back to the wall. So Central are doing a great job of stopping the attacks as Northern look to bring it off the wall. But they're just going to need to put a little bit more effort into getting out of this defensive play and into their own attack. But here they are making a break. They've pushed up into that open space. Let's see if they've got the support to take it out to the centre court. Apologies, this is a little bit of a blind spot on our camera, but Northern have got it back. Lovely little flick out, and it's gone to the goal bin, but the refs has made a call. They were playing advantage. So that is no goal. That is gloving from that is unfortunate. So they've made a gloving call against Central, but unfortunately that call was made prior to that goal going in. So the goal doesn't count, and Northern will get an opportunity to twit. Okay, the refs are having a little chat about who they're going to push back. Oh, Central is back and Northern is attacking. Lovely defence. Straight out to the wall. Yep. Riley driving it out. Riley at centre is having a fabulous game for the Central team. Lovely little turn there. Parker doing a lot of work on that wall as that forward, looking to counter-attack and also stop the other team bringing it off. Some lovely work. Keep those numbers on the bottom. Little flick up to that Northern player, but we've made a break. But they've managed to just bring that back round. This is quite... Northern have got the break straight through. Those players just went up and Northern managed to get through. So we are seeing a goal be scored, and it... All right, so that is Ivan, the captain, number 7 for Northern B, scoring that goal. That was some great attack and defence there. Just keep cycling in, keeping it in that 5-metre circle right in front of the goal bin. It was a bold call by Central to just attack straight up the middle and not go to the wall to safety. It looked promising, but unfortunately there was just that little break, and Northern took that opportunity straight through when people went up to breathe, and lovely big flick into the goal bin. So it's now 4-1. Just Central did score the first goal of the game, but haven't quite been able to get another one on the board. They've been doing some great defence, and they've had a couple of breaks, but they just need probably a little bit more teamwork and momentum to get it up onto that goal bin together, because we saw before they had numbers down and they looked quite scary driving all the way through on the strike. So they can do it, but they're just going to need to pull it out together. So again, some lovely play here in the centre of the pool. Number 12. It was coming in speedy. James Hay from Northern A. He was ready if that central player turned to grab that puck and go for the goal bin. So looks like the play's a little bit static, just in a blind spot. So Central will be looking to try and push through. They've been able to roll it down that wall a little bit, but could be anyone's game. They'll both be probably looking to bring it out, open that game up. Central for the attack and Northern for the counter-attack at the moment. Look at these players. So, there you go. Central's bringing it out, and that Northern player was just ready and waiting, shooting them out, and now he's doing the big swim wide. He is being chased. He's laid it back. He had a supporting player there. They are going. Oh, a little bit slow to come through, but now swimming off on the angle. Northern are loving these turns and laybacks, so Central can get a few more of their forwards doing some back tackles. They'll be able to intercept and interrupt some of that. This is great work from Northern right on that attack. They were in their defensive third and they've come back up. So Central won't be happy. They're back into this defensive mode. They're going to need to link up. They can't just have one-on-one because things like that will happen and the puck will go in to the goal bin. That is a goal scored by Fraser Walker, the vice captain, number 6. So Fraser also plays for Glendowie. And as a wing. So 3 minutes left in the game. 5 goals to Northern B and 1 goal to Central B. So great game to watch. There's been some really good, skillful hockey. Lots of laybacks and support from the Northern team. Central's been doing some great work, but I'd say a little bit more individual. Haven't quite managed to get that linking coming up to finish off and get a few more goals on the scoreboard. It's a lovely little turn and layback, as I say that. Beautiful linking from Central. Again, they're pretty bold. Love it. Just driving up the centre. We've had a ref's call against Bargene against Black, so that player just kind of dropped their shoulder, moved that person out the way while pushed back, and Northern have another opportunity to attack here. He's going lovely, quick start by the Northern team. Players weren't really even on the bottom there, so that is also sometimes a bit of a play where if you can get down early and go soon on that buzzer, you can take some players by surprise. So they've managed to drive it up. But again, Central clearing it to the corner and a lovely big swim and drive up there by that Central player. Ready to go. So very nice play. I think that was maybe Campbell doing that swim out and support. So that is looking good. Look at this drive. This is excellent work. The Central players hard on defence and then that supporting play to bring it out. And now we're back here, but they just need to stop that counter-attack. Lovely work by Aiden there. They look to just bring it off and he shut that down. Driving up, looking to find his forwards. Oh. Just had his togs back. Couldn't quite get it. The team's going. Let's go Central. Get some numbers on the bottom together, but that Northern player just took out 2 players, unfortunately. They weren't quite in the right body position and driving it through. Lovely work by our open wing there to shut that down. Got 40 seconds left to go, so Central will be looking to try and put another goal on the board here. And I definitely won't be wanting to let Northern score again. Sam on the bottom for Northern, just covering it. Oh, they're making a break, 20 seconds to go. Laying it back, can he get it through? Lovely layback by Riley to their wing. He's driving through. Can he get it in? Scoop, scoop, scoop. Oh my God, it's gone into the goal bin. Oh, did they do it? Goal to Central. Campbell Burden. What a way to finish that game. Excellent work. Final score 5-2 to Northern B. But what an exciting start for Central, scoring the first goal and the last goal. All right, guys, join us for our next game, which is the Central A boys versus Northern A boys. So that will be a good game. So hang around to watch that one.
What was it? Go black. That's right, go what? Go black? That should be two.